Hello Dartford, I'm Gary Lintorn and welcome to Dartford Heroes Episode I. Today I'm talking to Brian Downtown. Hi Brian, thank you for joining me.
Hi there Gary.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. The weather's not too bad out there, so.
Lovely. Now you've been nominated as a Dartford Hero by Pete Bresser.
Yeah, very honoured, very honoured.
He's a good guy.
I've known Pete for a long time, so yeah, no, it's very, very humbling to have been mentioned.
Excellent. So tell me about your association with Dartford and what you do, Brian.
Well, I've been a Dartford resident now for 17 years coming on. Myself and my wife Lynn moved here to the local area when just before we had our son Jack. He's attended all local primary, secondary school, and he's actually now at North Kent College studying. Yeah. When he was at West Hill Primary School, I was privileged to be voted in as a school governor, so that was a huge honour. We're also local business owners, so our business, Downton Alley Associates, we're a firm of financial advisors running for 20 years. And we're based at Base Point in Victoria Road, and we're really proud to employ local staff, and we're also keen users of the apprenticeship schemes.
Fantastic, amazing. What do you love about Dartford, Brian?
Lots of things, really. I think the people who care, I come across so many people who could be sitting here instead of me.
They'll be coming soon, Brian.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. But people who really care about Dartford and what's available for Dartford residents, the volunteers that are out there that give up their own time to, to help people within Dartford, the business people that really care. There's so many businesses I know that that are keen to do as much as they can to help the local community. Other than that, one of my passions is Dartford FC, so Dartford Football Club.
Likewise.
I'm a supporter there and a sponsor. So I love getting up there.
Can I interrupt you there? You're a big sponsor, so you go there. I mean, I see your name there.
Yes, there we go. So, I'm really missing that at the moment, especially as they were doing so well when.
Exactly.
I'm also really heavily involved with the running and park run community. So I'm on the core volunteer group of people for Dartford Park Run in the Park. Really keen on promoting that. In fact, I've got my Dartford Park Run Volunteers t-shirt on today.
See that?
There we go. So really heavily involved with that and all of the running clubs in Dartford. And I also think we're really lucky with the local council, because they're so willing to spend money on grassroots sport in the community, which, the building of the stadium for Dartford Football Club, who were, homeless for quite a few years before Grassbanks was built, and then Hesketh Pavilion for the cricket club, and also more recently the rugby ground for the local rugby group. So, I think we're really lucky that the council are willing to spend money on grassroots sport to try and get the kids in the community out doing sport and keeping fit.
Exactly. I respect you on that as far as the Dartford Council is concerned. I mean, having been a estate agent for 30 years and worked in different areas, Dartford Council are good, and they do go that little bit further. I've heard you're quite involved in a lot of charities, and I know of Beams, Holding On, Letting Go, and the Open Work Foundation. Can you tell me some more about these, please?
Yeah, so it's all linked in with, so at Downton Alley we have a spring ball every year. It would have been our fourth one this year, which was unfortunately had to be postponed, but we're hoping to get it going in September. But it's all links in with the fundraising I do. Probably the first one to mention is the Open Work Foundation, because that sort of pins it all together. So as a financial advisor, I've been in the network for 20 years, and our history goes back 35 years to Hambro Life, and the foundation has been running all that time, and it really is the glue that holds the network together. There's no accident that we've got. I mean, I've done 20 years in the network. We've got people who've done 35 years giving financial advice within our network. And like I say, the foundation is what glues us all together, because all the money that's raised by the foundation is raised by the businesses and the people within the network. Every single penny. And we've raised, and then also the money that's donated out to charities has to be supported by by somebody within the network. And it has to be a small local charity. That we don't grant money to large charities. And over the years, we've donated more than 20 million to local charities.
Wow.
Personally, I've had money I've had grants of 10,000 approved for over the last few years for Demelza, for Beams, and this year, actually only a few weeks ago, for Holding On, Letting Go. They're a charity that's very close to my heart at the moment, because I'm supporting them this year, and they help children to cope with the death of somebody close to them. So they offer bereavement services for children who've lost a family member, a close friend, a sibling. Really, really important work they do. So really close to my heart at the moment. And Beams I've worked with for a number of years. I know them all there really well. They're a local charity that supports disabled children and their families, and offer respite for families with children with varying degrees of disabilities, who really, really find it difficult to cope sometimes. And the respite that Beams offers sometimes, is the difference between coping and not. Just having half a day free just to do what they want, the parents, rather than 24 hours a day looking after, these children with various disabilities. So, all in all, really, really close to my heart. So,
am I correct? Your son Jack, he actually done the latest Beams logo, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, he animated the logo for Beams. So last year he animated that for them. He's doing his college courses, motion graphics and animation. It's what he loves. He designed a really funny animation of their logo. So yeah.
Well, I thought it was really cool. So respect to Jack. How's the lockdown affecting you, or your wife, your son, your family? How's it affecting you?
I think like most people, we're having to work from home. We've moved the business remote. I'm working I'm actually working in my music room. So none of my vinyl's getting played at the moment. I'm spending too long here on the computer. We got less business than we'd normally expect, but we're trying to cope. Concentrating on helping where we can, to be honest. For example, we're offering free advice on mortgage holidays, and talking to people about how their lenders can help them. So helping out where we can. Also using technology to keep in touch with people to make sure they're okay. I'm heavily involved in a lot of networking events, and all of those are now online. And I think it's a lifeline for a lot of people. Running a small business can be a lonely thing at the best of times, but when you can't see anybody, I think seeing somebody face to face on Zoom or Teams, is so important. So I'm spending a lot of time connecting with people and making sure they're okay.
Brilliant. When this is all over and you can go out, Brian.
Out.
Where are you going to go? I'm
sorry to remember what it is.
Out.
Out.
Where are you going to go?
Well, there's a few options. I mean, if it's not up to Grassbanks to see the Mighty Darts play and hopefully see them finish the season off, if it's not cancelled, then Park Run, really, really missing all my Park Run family. So, if we're let out on a Saturday morning, then that'll be where I am, 100% at Park Run, either running it or volunteering, because, for a lot of people, that is a lifeline as well. So, and we're really, 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 really inclusive. So there. But if not, then I think just getting out for a meal. I mean, I think there's the little things that everybody's missing at the moment, going out for a drink, going out for a meal, possibly, there's some brilliant restaurants in Dartford who are really, really suffering at this time because they can't, nobody can go to them. So maybe a trip to Effie's, a great local restaurant, see Jamel there and support him.
Brilliant, brilliant. Say FE's absolutely amazing place.
Yeah.
Right, you've been nominated by Pete Bressett as a Dartford hero.
Yes.
Would you like to nominate a Dartford hero yourself, please, Brian?
Yeah. When you asked me to think about this, loads of names went through my head. As I said at the beginning, you know, all the people, all the local business people, all the volunteers who I know are doing great things in the local community. And actually, I would just say right now, actually, the real heroes at this moment in time are all the NHS workers, the nurses, the doctors, who I think most of us were out clapping for yesterday evening. So they are the real heroes at the moment. But, you know, the person that really, really sprung into my head straight away is somebody I've known for a number of years. They've run a local business, again, for many years, like me. And almost everything they do, they're thinking about the local community. So the person that I want to nominate is Pam Manwaring from Orchard Garage. As I say, a long-standing business owner in the community and always looking to do things for local charities. Does a lot of work for Dartford Valley Hospital. So yeah, Pam Manwaring.
Very smart as well. So amazing, thank you, Brian. So Pam, if you're watching, I'd like to hear from you. Brian, I'd like to thank you for your time. You're an amazing guy. You are a hero. You've been recommended and nominated by someone else, but I also personally think you are as well. And I'd like to say to everyone out there, if you're a Dartford resident and you'd like to nominate your Dartford hero, please click the link or tag in the post and I'll be in touch with you shortly. And I'd like to say amazing thanks to Brian Downton. You are a hero, mate, 100%. Thank you ever so much for your time.
Hopefully see all of you out there at Park Run when this is all over.
Excellent. Thanks for your time, Brian. Everyone, I'm Gary Lintorn. Stay safe and stay well, Dartford. And remember, you're not stuck at home, you're safe at home. 'Cause you're a believer, a dreamer.